Hello, my name is Kiersten Tucker. I go to Xavier University. I'm a nursing student, first year, and I am a part of Dr. Battle's Lives of Black Women and Girls class this semester. For my TikTok project, I'm doing medical racism. I have 3 interviews. The first one is my dad, but he will be speaking for my grandma that just recently passed. He'll be talking about her history with eugenics and how she dealt with that while she was alive. And then I have my mother, so she experienced some things when she was giving birth to me, actually. So that would be her testimony and her first-hand experience with that. And then the third one, I will have just a nursing student from Xavier University.
Today, I will be speaking on behalf of your great-grandmother, which is my grandmother, Barbara Jean Tucker. Probably somewhere around the 30s, 40s, somewhere in there. She wasn't identified as a black woman. It's because she was biracial. She looked like a white woman with red hair. But she went in for a procedure, and as they were doing this procedure, she was also, at that time, a victim of eugenics. While she was having this procedure, they told her that she was not, or she overheard someone saying that she was not going to be having babies by this uppity nigga. He was clearly African American. He looked like me. And as he took this little young white woman to the hospital, they just decided and took it upon themselves to make sure that she would not produce offspring to this black man. And at that time, she was a young girl, and they made it so she didn't have children by my grandfather or by anyone else for the remainder of her life.
Yourself, have you ever experienced silencing or any type of microaggressions or anything that you would classify as medical racism?
On August 9th, 2004, I was in labor. I wanted to have, I actually had this procedure once before. And men had me, assume the position, you're touching, you're bent over, and it was just very uncomfortable. This whole process went on too long, didn't feel quite right. I was in tears because of the pain. And he told him this didn't seem to work like this when she had our son. And the man proceeded to say, that every epidural is different, and stated his objection. And everything he did, I could still feel it. If I would have been told that this was an intern, and then you're making all these horse-cocky excuses, you could have went and got your head sooner. And maybe we would have known there was an issue.
Hello, my name is Jamie.
Another time I experienced medical racism is when I had went into the doctor. This is like the first time I went in since COVID. And my doctor, we were talking about my menstrual cycle. And I was telling him, it's very irregular. Like, I won't get a period for a month, and then I'll get it, and then I won't have a period again for like another 2 months. And he was just like, let's put you on birth control. And there's many reasons why I personally don't want to be on birth control, because I don't want to gain weight, I don't want to get depression. There's just so many reasons why I don't want to get on birth control. And instead of him trying to figure out what is wrong with me and why I have irregular periods, he just threw birth control at me and was like, oh yeah, you should take birth control. I really think you should take birth control. And me personally, I'm looking at my mom, I don't know what to do. He's not listening to me, because I keep telling him I don't want to take birth control, and he keeps insisting that I need to take birth control and stuff like that. So that's definitely a time where I experienced medical racism in the medical field, and I do feel like it's a big problem, especially amongst the African American community, because a lot of times we aren't heard and we're pushed to the side and our feelings aren't validated, and that's something that should never be the case, especially if you're going to the doctor for a problem and they say your problem isn't an actual problem.
The number one driver for improvement will be for young black women to continue to pursue positions in the health field. For young black women to enter these institutions of higher learning and to gain educations from these schools and these educational systems that have traditionally been filled with white men.